Hello, everybody, and welcome, Jamie Foxx fans and supporters and curious minds. Today, we're going to take a look at the solid information that we have so far about Jamie Foxx and his health condition. First off, we know that Jamie's being treated at the #1 rated facility in the country for physical rehabilitation. This is a very serious place, folks, a $550 million facility that specializes in all things that require rehabilitation. And Jamie Foxx will be residing at this facility for an undisclosed amount of time. The facility does have outpatient care and therapy, but there are reasons why Jamie Foxx will be residing at the facility full time. Now, with all of the drama and confusion surrounding Jamie's hospitalization, a close colleague and friend of his shared this about Jamie's medical emergency.
This is someone that we both know, Jamie Foxx.
Ooh.
We really don't know what's happening in that situation. As someone who's very active on social media, I would think that if he's okay, there would be a short video or at least a picture.
Here's the thing. Me, Jamie Foxx, Marcus King, we was putting something together very special. Marcus King had flew over to London. We was gonna take it to Netflix. If that didn't work, we was gonna go somewhere else. Because Jamie wanted to direct my Netflix special.
Okay.
And we also was gonna do this podcast called Who Raised You? He wanted me to do that. And believe it or not, when we're talking, Vlad, I was like, Lord, please let us live long enough to get this done. Not that I felt like we was gonna be sick. We're all just so busy that I didn't know if we was gonna have the time. So Jamie flew to Atlanta to finish the movie. And next thing I knew, that had happened. And I try to stay in touch. But when people get sick, I'm the kind of gentleman, I don't bother people because I don't want people thinking I'm seeking information to go tell someone else. What I do is I stay to myself. I pray for that person, hope that that person does well. But it now goes back to what you were saying. If it was a good situation, he would have definitely been on social media. Somebody would have definitely said something to us. So in that same breath, Jamie, if you see this, me, Vlad, the whole comedy community, we wish you the best, because in my 63 years on this planet, he had high blood pressure. He was in a coma for a week and he woke up. So to come back from something like that, I truly wish him the best. But he's been talented in so many other things. I hope he could pull this out.
Wait, so Jamie was in a coma for a week?
He was in a coma for a week.
When was this?
That's when he first went in. He had just woke up, so he was out for a week.
But this is the current situation.
Yeah, the current situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was out for a week.
Yeah.
And then they started releasing little by little that he had high blood pressure.
Obviously, Jamie is out of that coma, working towards regaining 100% of his abilities. But by now, good people, it should be obvious that Jamie Foxx has at least temporarily lost some of his physical abilities. And that is why the actor was taken halfway across the country from Atlanta to Chicago to this treatment center to undergo therapy and rehabilitation. This treatment center is not the place where you spend your days sleeping and relaxing till your body mends itself. So the resting and the pickleball that his daughter Corinne mentioned, it more than likely had everything to do with physical therapy and rehabilitation to restore his health. It's also been reported that his family brought a guitar to the facility for Jamie. And I'm sure that wasn't because they wanted Jamie to jam for the other patients, even though they would appreciate that, I'm sure. This is a serious place, folks. It is a $550 million facility that specializes in all things that require rehabilitation. They've consistently been ranked #1 in the US for decades now, since 1991. So it's probably safe to assume that Jamie's affliction is not a mystery to the doctors that are treating him. They moved him from Atlanta to Chicago based on a referral. As a matter of fact, even from the information that the public has been granted about Jamie's condition, it all sounds very much like a stroke. And strokes are very common, people. According to the Johns Hopkins Medical Institute, there are two kinds of strokes, and both occur because of problems in the brain area caused by either blockage or bursting of a blood vessel in the brain. And good people, please also know this, that a stroke can happen to anybody at any time. As a matter of fact, at the same center where Jamie Foxx is being cared for, they also treated a 20-year-old young man that suffered a stroke. They had to give him long-term care, and this young man's mother reacted quickly, recognizing the symptoms of a stroke. And even with all that fast action, this young man still needed long-term therapy. This kid, I'm gonna call him a kid, 20 years old. This kid was a fit athlete and was just at home playing around with his brother when this all took place. 20 years old, and his recovery did take a while. And I myself know numerous people who have had to recover from a stroke, and because of that brain-body connection being compromised, you have to fight to regain your abilities. A person can basically bring themselves back up to their previous level of health. It is a lot of work, but it can be done. Now, strokes can range in severity from a mini stroke to a minor stroke up to a major stroke. It just can run the gamut. And Jamie's condition does not sound like a small thing. But a stroke is not the end of the world in most cases, especially when you're receiving excellent care like you know Jamie is. And taking that time for yourself like you know he is, because he's not doing any of the things that we would like to see him do, like come online, show his face. He may not even be able to, honestly. But taking that time for yourself, doing the work to regain your health and at the same time healing, it is a tricky thing. So as much as Jamie's daughter Corinne Foxx has attempted to downplay the seriousness of Jamie's health as if he's playing pickleball on a competitive level, we know that's not the case. But Jamie is in excellent hands from everything I've seen. And once Jamie does check out of the facility and finally goes home, he can easily afford to pay for long-term therapy as an outpatient when that time does arrive. For now, he needs our prayers and our patience before he can get to work in front of a camera again. He has to take time for himself. I mean, I think everyone around him knows that. The public just is not privy to all that information. It is a very personal experience, but Jamie is a public figure, a beloved figure. I love Jamie, have for a long time, like so many of you. And anyway, you know, when people that we feel like we know, their household names, this is kind of shocking to hear this kind of thing happen to a man of his age, a man that appears to be so vital and fit and is so active on social media. But the fans will have to be patient. I will have to be patient. And I just want to send positivity. We should all send positivity. This is really like an act of responsibility. I have followed this story with Jamie, and I'm gonna tell you, it's kind of hard for me because I don't know Jamie, but I have spent time with Jamie, and before he became this big mega, but we all knew that Jamie was a genius, and we all knew that great things awaited him. And I have faith that Jamie will, hey, I'm not even pushing for him to get in front of the camera. I think the man just deserves to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He has worked hard. Maybe he's worked a little bit too much overtime. I want to see him enjoy the fruits of his labor. Like I said, I'm always highlighting stories and news you can use, moments that have great cultural impact. So please do check out my other videos. Hit that like button and that subscribe button so your girl can keep coming at you with content like this here. And I'll be back here for you real soon. Until the next time, y'all keep living your life like it's golden. Peace.